Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Major Diesel. We've got a little bit of fluffy snow falling this morning, and I've got a couple things for you here. We're going to hook up Cholyn's trailer again, and here, maybe I'll show you. I've got my toolboxes in the back of the truck. Cholyn's trailer is over there, and we're going to hook up to it and head out to Cholyn's place and see if we can get his truck and one of the tractors going. All hooked up now here, ready to go. As you see, I didn't hook the wires up. There's a short in the wiring system, but yeah, it should be ready to go. There. There, it's locked. And I got a jack, got the tools, got my chainsaw. I think we're all ready to go. Okay. Well, here's Cholyn's pickup. And we're digging in there on trying to take the bolt out of the thermostat housing. We had to take the water pump off finally. Did you get that block and that bolt out that's busted off? No.
What?
The one on the water pump.
Down here?
Yeah.
No, it's busted off right down inside the block.
Oh yeah.
Between here.
Yeah.
Inside the timing cover. Or behind the timing cover.
And we don't want to take the timing cover off. That's a big job.
I want to, no? Not necessarily.
Oh. So we got a bolt to thread into both holes now. I think we're ready to start putting things back together. You gonna make cardboard to go in there, or?
Yeah, I just use silicone.
Just silicone. And we don't have a thermostat for it, do we?
No.
So Charlie sent along some little bolts.
Yeah.
I hope we can find the ones, the right ones.
Well, this one should work. Just need to remove the washers.
Oh, I didn't bring along ether to clean it up with.
Oh, I have some. Yeah. It doesn't have to get super tight.
No, it just has to make sure that they're gripping more than 2 threads so that they actually hold. So yeah, that'll be great.
That's both other things.
That looks like the right one.
wash it down. Great. This in.
Okay. Looks like he got the silicone on and he's tightening it down. And the bolts aren't stripping out.
Nope. Oh, I tightened them until the silicone squeezed out nice. It's good enough.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Especially if there's a little silicone on the threads, the bolts, they won't screw out. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, well, usually it squeezes in front.
Yeah. It squeezes into the hole. But I've actually put a little silicone on the bolts to make them sort of, they work like, it works almost like Loctite sometimes.
Yeah.
And then the torque of the bolts isn't what holds them in, it's what's the resistance of the threads.
Yeah.
And if it's silicone, then it allows everything to jiggle a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I just have to take my water pump in and warm it up.
Yeah.
I just hate the way the water pumps are designed on these Fords. The frickin' Chevy, it's 4 bolts and the water pump comes off. This you have to take the alternator off, power steering pump, and the fan.
Yeah.
And then your water pump.
Yeah, and then you take out, 6 or 8 bolts to get the water pump off?
Yeah.
Yeah. The Ford tractors now, they had 4 bolts and hold the water pump on.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a 351W. And the water pump is sandwiched on top of the timing case.
Stupid design.
Ah, that's Ford for you. Had to make something complicated. Okay, well, he's going to take the pump in the house and warm it up a bit. Put some silicone on. Wood cook stove been working pretty good for you?
Hmm?
Yeah, your heating stove is a cozy just like mine, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be good, eh?
Yeah. I usually take my finger and rub it down so it's all the same thickness.
And you make sure there's no air pockets.
Yeah, it's that. Those two water holes are the ones you have to make sure have enough and not too much.
Exactly.
The rest of that place just goes between it and the chain case, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not even really.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
It's not that crazy. Right here, it doesn't really matter. It's just around here.
Yeah.
You want it to be good, but
Well, you don't want too much to squish in the inside because it'll make worms that go in the radiator.
exactly.
Okay. A little wiping and we can stick it back on the truck.
Yeah, can't have any antifreeze or anything where it's gonna stick, right?
Yeah, well, you don't want something to make a bubble inside the
Well, the
silicone.
first time I put it on,
Yeah.
I didn't drain the water out of my block, right?
Yeah.
And there's always a little bit of water seeping out here.
Yeah.
I was like, whatever. Cleaned it up, put it on, and blew out right away.
Oh yeah.
So I stuck a pipe. And you get about half a quart out of there
Yeah.
of antifreeze before it'll stop
Dripping out the hole.
It doesn't really drip out. It's just like
Oozes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oozes, whatever.
It's like the surface tension of the water holds it back in, but then you keep breaking the surface tension every time you shake the truck, and a little bit dribbles down.
Something like that. Happens from there. Am I doing this right? Oh, I have it upside down. I'm a freaking dumbass sometimes. I'm into.
Oh, everybody does that once in a while. When there's such a crazy shape to them.
Where does this go? Sweet. It's nice when you can put it on with not many wiggles.
Yeah. You're turning it the right way. Oh. Oh, I forgot to mention it to you. That bottom one there, do you have to have the bolt in before you put the pump on?
Which one?
The one that where the bolt runs into the pulley.
There is none.
Yeah.
Down underneath here?
Yeah.
No, there is none.
There isn't one there?
No, these two are on both sides
Oh,
of
okay.
the jacket.
Okay. I just know sometimes there's a pulley on some of my Fords. There was a on the bottom of the water pump. There was one bolt went in that you had to put in before you slid the pump into place, because otherwise the bolt would run into. You couldn't get the bolt in the hole because of the pulley.
Oh, okay. This is where this goes, but this bolt, yeah, it is because it has. Where's that metal piece?
over here.
It's a metal L piece that goes on the bottom of the alternator.
Mm-hmm.
Had it sitting on the edge there yesterday.
Okay. Fall on the ground or? Man, we could sure use the shop, couldn't we? Did it go down in behind there?
I can see.
Well, it starts getting chilly around 4 o'clock, doesn't it? So we put some light on the subject. Belts and hoses, and then we should be able to run it. Uh-oh.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Oh my.
I put my alternator through my belt. That's really stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess the other belt can go on first. I don't feel like messing taking my alternator wires off. It's just one bolt, but whatever.
Yeah, they plug on them and then have a bolt, right?
Yeah, there's. Yeah. Now I hammered that on a little bit farther. It was a little.
And now it's back and it doesn't line up?
Well, almost lines up.
It'll line up probably good now.
It'll probably squeal. So it did before, too.
If I remember right, it's always hard to get the right size belt for that one. It's either too long or too short.
For this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. A bit. Okay. This is usually how I put it on.
Yeah, there you go.
The thing with this one is, how did I tighten it before? There's a way I did it. How did I do it now? Only one way really to tighten it.
There should be a square hole in there you can stick a 1/2-inch drive ratchet in.
Yeah, if I had a 1/2-inch drive ratchet.
I've got one.
Yeah, there's one right there. Might actually have.
Is it 1/2-inch drive or is it 3/8 drive? 1/2-inch. There you go. You got it hooked on the inner fender somehow.
that now.
Well, that inner fender is just plastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Black Widow had this engine in, but it was an 85 instead of an 83. And it had 2 fan belts running the water pump.
I know.
It had 4 grooves on the main pulley on the crankshaft. 2 to run the fan belt and the power steering, and 2 to run the alternator. Or no, it was 2 to run the alternator and 1 to run the power steering and the fan. No, the alternator ran, the fan had 2 grooves. The alternator belts ran in the fan too, I think. Forget how it was. There was 2 on one and 1 on the other, and I forget exactly how it was. Different years had different ones, though, I know, because I put the brackets on off a 6-cylinder onto a V8 one time, and then they didn't all fit. Didn't all line up.
This radiator's for 306.
Yeah. Ah,
Just hope that'll.
nice to see the hoses on, belts on. Is the jam in there good enough?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. One thing now, you know it's all mixed.
Yeah, well, I added more.
Yeah. So you think you got it mixed 60-80 instead of 50-50?
Probably, yeah.
You got more to add?
Yeah, more in the house. Yeah, that's top G, huh?
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, good. But you'll probably have to add more once you started.
Probably a little bit.
Think it'll start now? Well, you gotta put the battery in. I think you can load the Dexter without the chains on?
What's that?
I said you can load the Dexter up without the chains on?
Yeah.
And then bring the chains along and then we can put them on in the bush, huh?
Could.
It's a real nice smooth gravel pit out there.
Okay.
It'd be real nice to do it. Like there's not a hill to roll on or anything.
Okay.
It's a great big flat open.
Yeah.
Should be ready to go, huh?
There's a little bit of man.
I had to set it off to get out of the alternator, but
What's the cap
uh-oh. This is just a cap. Well, we got it better than it was the other day anyway, huh? It starts and runs now.
Oh, it's tight. Now, where's the hose that went on here?
Did it get caught by the rag? Yeah. Well, I guess that's what I came for, make sure your truck was going to go. Belt's all tight, nothing's leaking. You check the water level?
Hasn't gone down yet. Fire it up again. Oh, freezing up just a wee bit.
I think you've been having this trouble the whole time since it started. That stupid pulley, yeah? Let it rub. You just take the rib off the edge, that won't hurt anything. Well, I think you'll just have to hope for the best for now. Unless you... Yeah. The only thing you can do is take the pulley and the fan off and take a vice strip and put marks in the end of the shaft and then put it back on, and then when it starts to slide out, it catches on those marks and stays there. Yeah. No. Now this truck's on propane, so you have to make sure that it has good circulation.
Freezing up a bit.
Well, it'll always do that a little bit.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But I don't think it'll stay frozen long. At least I hope by taking the thermostat out it doesn't stay too cold. No, it should just be circulation to good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Besides, I don't know if it's actually, if it doesn't, depending on where it's wearing into that pulley, if it's just the outside edge that's wearing the end, it'll take a long time to wear off. But if it's wearing into the side of the pulley, it could cut the pulley off. If it's just the rim, on the edge that's wearing, I'd run it for a couple days, that way it won't hurt anything. Just make some noise. And then every now and again you can tap it in, but I think what you'll end up doing is taking it off and getting the place to put some ice on it. Oh well, we got done what I wanted today anyway. We got your truck going. So maybe in the morning, you can load the tractor stuff yourself here, and in the morning, and then just call me up, let me know when you're ready to come. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 'cause it'd be nice to get that wood out before there's too much more snow. And it doesn't look like it'll snow tonight. Cleared off.
Looks like it's cleared off.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, folks, it looks like they got away with this. Colin and I got his truck running, but we didn't get the tractor going, so we're going to have to make another video of getting firewood with the tractor next. So stay tuned, and we'll give you a few sneak peeks here and there of what happens.